Hey, is everybody? Timberclutch here. Well, it has been a few days since I've uploaded a video. Um, Not because I didn't want to or because of any other reason that I just didn't feel like it. So here we are. Um, Still have some kinks to work out with my lighting and my audio because I've noticed that my audio is a little mute, and that's because I'm using an array microphone not near my face. So it's my voice is very muffled because of this head. Anyway, um, what I wanted to do in this video was talk about uh, uh, huh. I guess I won't be talking about that since I forgot about it, so it must not have been that important. Uh, no, I was chatting with some friends earlier and uh, having a laugh, and one of my friends, I had found, well, I had found some Legos, and I was quite excited about it. And I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot I had these things!" Ah, and it's one of those things that when you're younger, you have a favorite toy, and then you get older, and then you just kind of it just kind of falls to the wayside. You don't really care anymore, or you have other interests. Um, for me, that was doing adult things. Yeah. So a lot of the childhood stuff really kind of went to the wayside. But I refound them and I got extremely excited. Played with them for a little bit, felt like a 5-year-old, and then put them away. So there is that. Um, I built a new computer. That's my old one that was given to me by my dear friend and boyfriend. Yes, I said boyfriend. And wonderful guy, makes me happy. And so there is that. Um, anyway, so he gave me his old computer. He built a new one, and he gave me his old one to use. Well, I took it out of that case, cleaned up the parts, and I put them in a new case. And so now I am running a new computer, sort of. There's a few new components, but it's still pretty much the same computer. It just looks different and has a different hard drive. So what I'm going to do with the old one, I really haven't decided. There's nothing wrong with it. It just has not. It just didn't really have the processing power that I actually needed for gaming and stuff like that. So it's kind of going to fall on the wayside. I might put it in the garage and use it as a garage computer for when I'm working on the car and I get stumped and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, my hands are greasy because I've been working on the. Oh, well, you know what? This computer I don't care about. I can get it greasy. I don't care. So that's probably what will end up happening with it. But anyway, uh, when it comes to fail, I don't really have any current fail, so that's a good thing. Good thing. What I do have is to touch base on relationship stuff to keep an eye out for, to watch out for, or red flags that you might run into. And one of those has to do with long distance relationships. Now, the problem with the long distance relationship is you you don't have the opportunity to spend any time in a day-to-day manner with this other person. And so you have to take what they tell you at face value. Now, my experience with this is that people are liars and they are untrustworthy, and they don't tell the whole truth. They tell part truth, which again, they can use that as a scapegoat and go, well, because I didn't really mention it and I kind of sort of mentioned it, I didn't really lie. Yeah, you did, bitch. Yeah, you did. Okay? Don't even try. Don't even try. So, the thing to watch out for is pay attention to what they say, what this other person tells you. I was chatting online with a female friend that I had, and she was telling me about this guy that she fell in love with, and she was like, "Oh, I really thought he was the one because they apparently broke up, and she was extremely upset about it." And I genuinely felt bad for her. That's a terrible thing to go through. I really honestly felt bad, and but it did remind me that you have to be careful. There there are people that will take advantage of you in a flat second. Given the chance, they will use you, they will manipulate you, and they will try to dictate everything you do in your life. You have to be careful. One of the things, one of the things to look out for is when you have somebody that you're dating, right? Or hell, for that matter, I've had friends like people that I conversed with on a day-to-day basis and saw face to face on a weekly basis. And if somebody tries to coach you into not doing something because they have an excuse, well, you know, we'll say for example, let's say you smoke cigarettes, okay? That's a very very horrible habit to have, and it is a very horrible habit to get rid of. It's very hard to quit smoking. It really is. It's not easy. It's tough. And you'll have mood swings and all kinds of other things, but that's another topic for another discussion. What we're talking about here is uh, markers for avoiding people that are going to be toxic in your life. So when you have something that you do, smoke, whatever, okay, we're going to use smoking as an example. If somebody constantly tells you you should quit doing that, it's bad for your health. Well, no kidding, Sherlock. I know it's bad for my health. I can't do anything about it at this moment. So I'm trying. Give me a break. I'm trying. Now, when they quit talking to you or they say, I don't want to hang around this person until they quit, that person you don't need in your life because they're not supportive. They are actually toxic. And so you get rid of them immediately because that's also the same person that will go around behind your back and say things. So you've got to be careful of that. So that's something to look out for. You'll be a lot happier when you don't have that kind of person in your life. But there are others. I don't want to run on for hours upon end talking about all this stuff. So again, I'm sorry. There will be more topics. I will post more. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you were a little entertained. And as always, y'all stay frosty.